right here at the end. I encourage each of you to think about the role you can play in advancing peace. Whether it is supporting a local peace project, encouraging someone to apply for a Rotary Peace Fellowship, or simply fostering understanding within your own community, every action counts. Together, we can continue to build a world where peace is not just an aspiration, but a reality. I want to reiterate my gratitude to the donors, Rotary members, and partners who have made this new Peace Center possible. I also would like to give a special thank you to all Rotary members and participants for their continued committed work in peace building. Your dedication and vision are a testament to the enduring power of Rotary. As we celebrate this milestone, let us redouble our efforts to promote peace in all its forms. Let us prove that Rotary's impact in the world has only just begun. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm bringing down the next speaker. Thank you, President Stephanie, for your leadership. Family of Daniel, distinguished guests, I'm honored to address Rotary Presidential Peace Conference today on the theme of making peace last. First, I would like to ask a question. Do you think after genocide, peace is possible? Or reconciliation, or forgiveness, or peaceful resistance? Had you asked me this question in July 1994, I would have told you that this is impossible. Really. So let me share with you today my personal journey from genocide to a peace which is more resilient and sustainable than I ever imagined would be possible. First, let me talk a little bit about Rwanda, where I come from. Rwanda is a small, landlocked country in the heart of Africa with a population of 14 million. Rwanda is the inhabitant of three social-economic groups, not racial, not ethnic groups, but categorized according to their lifestyle. And it was possible to move from one category to another. We have the Hutus, who are the farmers, the Tutsi, cattle herders, and the Twa living with the pottery, good artists, and these socio-economic groups have been living in Rwanda together for centuries. They spoke the same language in Rwanda. They shared the same culture, same values, same myth, and there was intermarriage between the groups. They were one people, and there were no massacre between Hutu and Tutsi before 1959. In the earlier 20th century, German and Belgian colonized Rwanda. They introduced the politics of divide and rule. Who belongs to national states, who is excluded, begins with ideas about identity. When a group of people is excluded by policy or law, political scientists develop half described this as an exclusionary ideology. She has demonstrated that this is the risk factor of genocide and a key point at which the peace a society enjoys began to be broken down. In Rwanda, they first created identity cards, recording everyone's ethnic identity. Tutsi were banned from serving in military and civil service, and quota restricted the Tutsi to attend university. Another risk factor of genocide was impunity based violence. Through the support of colonial powers, extremist Hutu started violence against the Tutsi in 1959. Tens of thousands of Tutsi were killed, and tens of thousands of Tutsi fled the country, and no one was held accountable. In the 1960s, some journalists wrote about genocide occurring in Rwanda. Tutsi cried for their help, but it's like their voices, fell into deaf ears. We live in a world in which polarization and fear is carried from media, and the politicians write words of division. I've seen this before. As a student, I listened to the news, but another one of the time was human. destroy the nation and destroy society without deepening division. When we start building a country where its people they suffer physical and psychological wounds with the mistrust, suspicious and fears, immediately after establishing government of national unity, security of everyone. And this includes survivors and perpetrators because they will still be criminalized. Secondly, suppression of revenge killings. And this is very normal reaction after genocide. Survivors wanted to what happened to them happened to their perpetrators as well. And the government and the leadership stand with it. Third, returning and resettling of refugees. We have internal displacement and external displacement. 3 million people cross the border to neighboring countries. And this was a as well. Fourth, reintegration of former soldiers. Right after genocide, the new leadership integrated the former soldiers, even those soldiers who masterminded and actually orchestrated all the genocide process. And this was the first sign of reconciliation into army. Fifth, the new government put the identity card, which marked ethnicity that divided us, so that we can take a new identity, become Rwandans. They also abolished the death penalty. And you can imagine people can have a legal revenge at some point, but by not having this penalty, and the government decided to abolish it so that people can face justice without fear. Let's come back on justice. So justice was needed to restore our community. But if you take the classic justice today, more than one, the lawyers, defenders, prosecutors, witnesses, because of so many people being involved in genocide, the last case will be done after 200 years. That was an estimation. So we wanted a completely different justice that can help us to restore unity. And we draw on the Rwandan traditional approach, resolving international conflict, intercommunal conflict, and then community-based courts called Gacaca was established, which actually laid the ground of forgiveness and reconciliation in Rwanda. So coming back to my topic, for peace to be sustainable, peace shouldn't be a theory. Many speakers actually mentioned this on the stage. The peace needs to be practical, have to be real, it have to be urgent, and it requires everyone commitment. And forgiveness is the backbone for sustainable peace. I'd like to share my experience in the process of forgiveness as a victim of genocide, as a survivor of genocide. I'd like to talk about this man. In 2023, I visited this man in Samson in a prison. Samson was the leader of militias who murdered my family. understand how he came to be in my family and what actually was going on. He was my neighbor, I knew him, he knew me. I also wanted to understand if it is really true so. Last year, I visited Juvenal. Juvenal, him, during the chapter court, he confessed that he was the one who led my family to their death. He literally took them in his hands and gave them to people together. And it was among the militias, and they were neighbors as well. They were our neighbors. I knew him. I knew because in Rwanda, neighbors kill neighbors. Juvenile willingness to be open with me and fully and give me the truth of what happened actually helped me to be open up and forgive you. I know forgiveness isn't easy, but if I don't repair today, then my children and his children, they will not trust each other and will be destined to live in divided country, sowing seeds of conflict for the future. Peace, to be sustainable, we need tools. The first tools I want to mention today is memory. We need to remember the past. We need to learn from the past. But there's a condition. The condition is that remembering should also be healing. And we need to use our past experience, our current generation. We need to take that opportunity, we're still alive, as people have witnessed this one, to be the one to break the cycle of violence and also to lay the foundations for the future of our country and its prosperity. If we miss it, then the cycle of violence will never stop. Next. I worked for Kigali Genocide Memorial since 20 years now. It's a place of remembrance. It's a place where we learn from the past. It's also a place where we pay respect to the victims of genocide. It's also a place where 250,000 next slide. It's a place where 250,000 victims of genocide are buried in their dignity. My parents and my four sisters are buried in one of these monuments. The memorial helps us to grieve and give dignity of our loved ones. But for so many survivors, the memorial is a home for them. And for me, it's a home. It's my professional way, it's professional work, because my office is based there. So I work from home. Another key tool I want to share with you today, tool for sustainable peace, is education. And I want to quote Nelson Mandela, who said that education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. But as my previous speaker said, we know that sciences, literacy are essential for development. But they're not alone, they are not enough to build lasting peace. We need education that touches both heart and mind and soul. From Kigali Genocide Memorial, the Aegis Trust Peace Education Program are using storytelling methodology, focusing on developing life skills and values necessary to help individuals to make peace and responsible decisions. Our approach emphasizes on critical thinking and empathy and personal responsibility in order to build trust and foster social cohesion within the society. We aim to empower individuals to restore and resolve their conflicts amicably and peacefully. We also teach the pathways to genocide. And this is very, very important for people, especially for young people, to be able to identify the key risk factors and also the key warning signs at each stage to genocide, so that they can take some preventive measures before it escalates to the next stage. We also teach about pathways to peace. We need to understand to have a peace, it's a journey, it's a process. But also, forgiveness and reconciliation support peace, their journeys. What is very, very important is to immerse into that journey. And welcome. Today, the peace and the values education we develop is formally delivered through Rwanda schools, integrated as a cross-cutting subject in the national school curriculum, and a year it impacts 2.5 million students in our country. And this is very, very important. People think that the school should only teach about sciences, literacy, and as I mentioned before. But we need to touch hearts of reality so that we cannot, because as you know, people who mastermind genocide or prepare genocide atrocities, all the nasty things that happen in the world, they're really educated. They're not really stupid people. They know what they're doing. But they need to have right education to build peace in society. So let's come back on the national level. All the effort made by Rwanda to rebuilding their nation after the dark period of genocide 1994 has been a remarkable transformation journey, which has been fueled by innovative, homegrown solutions and best practice. I give you some results of these efforts. Last year, Rwanda was ranked the safest country in Africa and among the 10 safe countries in the world. These are my daughters there. So every child has access to free primary and secondary education. 97% of Rwandan citizens have access to health care powered by universal health insurance systems. Rwanda is now the world's most conducive business environment. Rwanda also has the most advanced ICT infrastructure in the region, and it has established itself as a proof of concept destination, attracting innovators seeking to develop, test, and scale their businesses more in Rwanda and beyond. Now Rwanda ranks the second most popular destination in Africa for hosting international conferences and events. So, responding to my question I started with before I continue this speech, is peace possible? I want to know. As a Rotarian, we understand that the power of service about self is very, very important to make this possible. And we understand, and many speakers have said that peace is not just absence of conflict. It's an active, living sense that needs to be nurtured and also maintained. Through our project as a Rotarian, we demonstrate daily commitment to building sustainable peace. Let me close with this thought. If peace and reconciliation are achieved in Rwanda after 1994 genocide against, then peace and reconciliation are achieved anywhere else. But if it requires more than more, it requires systems, institutions, and frameworks that support sustainable peace. It requires all of us to work together across sectors and borders to build the world we want to see. The challenge ahead is great, but it's so is our resolve. Through peace and values education, through positive peace frameworks, and through other evidence-based approaches, we have the tools we need. Through organizations like Rotary International and partnership between civil society, government, and businesses, we have networks we need. What is remaining is to act urgently this moment, according to what this moment needs and needs from us. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Before I go into my remarks, I really just wanted to begin by noting a special milestone, which is just hours away. Tomorrow, February 23rd, marks Rotary's 120th birthday. And so for nearly 12 decades, Rotary has been a global force for good. And as we reflect on this really incredible legacy of our organization, we also look forward to the opportunities that lie ahead. And generations of peace builders, peace fellows, peace advocates, and partners in peace who helped create lasting peace in our world. And as has been noted several times and often during this conference, peace building is more than just ending conflict. It's about addressing the interconnected challenges that threaten human security, food insecurity, the climate crisis, civil unrest, toxic polarization. These are really immense challenges, but this, I would argue, is not a moment for despair. Rather, this is Rotary's moment to step back and take action, because simply that is what we do. We are practitioners of peace, and this gives us a unique opportunity to fulfill our historic role, one that's been built through decades of investments in peace. And today I would argue peace is not just an aspiration, it is an imperative. And that imperative begins with us. Because we, as Rotarians and Rotaractors, as scholars, academics, and practitioners, have the means to wage peace as aggressively as nations wage war. So what does all this mean in practice? It means fostering meaningful relationships and friendships across languages, cultures, traditions, and communities. The connections that we're all so well positioned to do through Rotary. It means acting in ways that have the greatest impact. It means recognizing that the high impact work that we do in each of our 7 areas of focus directly contributes to peace. Whether we're creating equitable access to water, providing young girls with access to quality education, improving health care, or alleviating poverty, we are building the foundations of peaceful societies. And so as we close this conference, let us carry forward this vision of peace, of commitment, and again, Rotary has the tools, the commitment, the global reach to make a difference. And together, let us continue to wage peace, build understanding, and create a better world for generations to come. Thank you very much. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the President of Rotary International, Stephanie Urchin.
Thank you, John, not just for the introduction, but for your continued support of the volunteers as we create magic in the world and work as peace builders to help heal. Thank you so much. Well, I'm delighted and honored to join you today as we bring this incredible gathering to a close. Over the past 2 days, we have shared stories, listened to inspiring stories, and embraced the challenge of healing a divided world. I want to express my deepest gratitude to all those who have made this event possible. That starts with the outstanding planning committee led by past Rotary International Director Shafa Alhay, and the host organizing committee, the sergeants at arms, and the donors who made this conference possible. Chairman Mark Maloney and the Rotary Foundation, thank you for your support of this incredible event. To the staff and faculty at Rotary University, we thank you for partnering with us and for your support of the shared commitment we have for a more stable and more prosperous future. And none of us would be here without the dedication and impact of our Rotary Peace Fellows, who work every day to transform communities, foster understanding, and create lasting peace. Where are you, Peace Fellows? Thank you. Thank you. To the local Rotary and Rotaract members here in Istanbul, your hospitality and dedication have been truly invaluable. Thank you. And I want to extend my thanks to you, the members of my Rotary family. You will never know how much I love you. I love you. Because you made the decision to be here for this incredible event. I love you because you're peace builders. And I love you because I know some of you had to deal with canceled flights, delayed flights, but you got here. I know that some of you had to deal with visas and issues, and you got here. You know that proves that as Rotarians, we never give up. So your presence speaks volumes about our commitment to build a more peaceful world. And finally, to our hosts and our speakers and our panelists, I want to thank you for sharing your expertise and your vision and your stories. The contributions that you made sparked the meaningful conversations that have inspired all of us. As I reflect on our time together, I'm struck by the power of connection. In every session, every discussion, and every new bond formed, we've witnessed the transformative potential of coming together. Everyone we've heard was inspired. Everyone. And as we prepare to leave Istanbul and return to our respective corners of the world, I encourage you to carry the spirit of our time together with you. And remember that the Peace Fellowship Program is not the only avenue through which we spread peace. We have People of Action honorees. I'm proud to say that in 2025, we will be acknowledging 6 outstanding peace builders. So if you'd like to know more about those peace builders, pay attention to Rotary.org and other Rotary channels, because there will be formal announcement coming soon, and you'll see why I am so excited to share their stories. And peace building isn't limited to our People of Action honorees. You can spread peace in your home, in the community around you, and the world. And we have many Rotary programs that help us do that. Our strategic partnership with the Institute for Economics and Peace. Since 2020, that collaboration has trained over 300 positive peace activators from more than 60 countries. And I'm happy to say that as of this weekend, we have welcomed 39 additional individuals who completed the 3-day intensive positive peace training. They are the newest positive peace activators in the world. Let's congratulate them. And of course, we have an amazing global grants program. We have Rotary programs based in education, such as our Rotary Youth Exchange program. We have a Rotary Friendship Exchange that allows members to share experiences based on common shared interests. Rotary action groups, where the people in those groups tackle some of the world's most tough challenges. And we also promote positive peace by just doing good work. Good work that lays the foundation for a safe, prosperous, and equitable society. When people who are not familiar with Rotary ask me, why do you do what you do? And do you get paid to do what you do? I say, we all get the same salary. We get psychic income. It makes us feel good to do the work of Rotary, to do the magic of Rotary. So on that note, I am honored to present a very special award, the Sylvia Whitlock Leadership Award, to our 2025 recipient. This award honors one Rotary member every year who has actively worked to advance women in Rotary. It's named for the first female Rotary Club president, who went on to lead change for women around the globe through Rotary. Our honoree this year is a remarkable individual who has transformed many, many lives. Since 2011, she has championed education and empowerment, organizing scholarships, mentorships, and tutoring programs that support girls academically and beyond. Her financial literacy workshops have reached over 11,000 women, promoting economic freedom and human rights. And now she's brought that impactful program to Rotary, inspiring others and empowering an additional 1,200 women. She's written a book that funded scholarships for 1,000 girls, ensuring that many could continue their education. And as district governor, she turned a 36-year-old swimming race into a fundraising event, further supporting girls' education. Her integrity, her compassion, her boundless energy have made her a source of inspiration and a driving force for change. Please join me in celebrating Ida Rosada, a true leader and champion for women and girls' education. conference so that we can improve the world around us. Take the ideas you have gathered and share them with your clubs and your communities. Reach out to the new friends and colleagues you have met. Explore ways to collaborate. Smile. And most importantly, remember that peace around the world begins with peace within us. Our actions, our words, and our willingness to lead by example. We have a 4-way test for a reason. Let's live it, not just recite it. I encourage you to think about this conference not as a conclusion, but as a new beginning. And I need to be clear, brighter future is not going to come to pass by chance. We can't wish it. It's not going to arrive simply because we hope it will. A brighter future means action, courage, and an unwavering belief that we do things that matter. Every seed of hope we plant, whether it's through service, advocacy, or simple act of kindness, brings us closer to that brighter tomorrow. And right now, I would like to take a break in our regularly scheduled programming and ask that a sergeant please escort Past Rotary International Director Shafak Alpay to the stage. As I mentioned, his team and our dedicated and brilliant volunteers and staff have made this weekend happen. And I wanted to bring him on stage because I have a very small gift for him, but I want you all to see what it is. It is not expensive, but it is meaningful. So Shafak, the first thing that I have for you and the second item is a Peace Dove sun catcher. So Shafak, I'm hoping you'll be able to put that somewhere in your home, on your desk or an end table, and place this so that the sun hits it and comes down and hits the world so that it can help to heal it. So I ask you, what will our legacy be as we leave? I believe that we have a brighter future. I believe in you, and I believe in the power of Rotary to turn hope into action and action into lasting change. Together, let's recommit to the ideals that brought us here. Together, let's harness the magic of Rotary to build a world where peace is a reality. Thank you for your courage, your dedication, and belief in a better world. Let's create it together. Thank you.
one government. And then there's the three kings come together.